And welcome back, everybody. You are watching Crit and Miss, and this is White Plume Mountain, our limited series run of the titular adventure, DM'd by the one, the only, the man, the legend, the mustache, DM Luke from Big Game Small Pieces. How are you, my friend?
Sven, thanks for having me back. Even though we did it once before, you brought me back again.
Yeah, I must have slipped something into your drink, some type of mind-altering drug in order to convince you to come back for another episode, but here you are. You've decided to do it again, against all odds. So, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm pretty excited to see what you come up with next, or rather, what the people who wrote White Plume Mountain come up with next, and how you twist it to your strange, twisted sensibilities.
Yep. Well, this next area for the group has got a lot of promise. Easy, simple little environmental situation, but it'll test the group to come up with some ingenious and interesting methods of getting them past it.
Well, if they find a genius way of dealing with a solution, it'll probably be the first time on my channel. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, if you are watching, make sure you redeem those crit coin to give the players, or maybe even the DM, a little bit of an advantage. Right now on the table, we have one guidance card, which they can redeem for an extra 1d4 to any attack or ability check or saving throw anytime they roll a d20, basically. But you can also redeem a advantage for the player. You can redeem health potions for the players. You can redeem Wild Magic Surge for the DM to put into play whenever someone casts a spell of level 1 or higher. You can redeem a natural 20 for the players. Or, if you're like me and you like to have a little bit of fun, you can redeem a natural 20 for the DM. Watch those players squirm, because that's what it's all about. Anyway, yep. I'm going to start wasting everybody's time. I am going to hand it over to the man in charge of the action for tonight. Luke, over to you, my friend.
Thank you, Sven. All right, team. Let's recap quickly on what we're doing here. So, we were sent down to White Plume Mountain to recover 3 legendary weapons with the promise of anything you want. Can you guys remember what you actually wanted?
Warhammer. I mean, title and wealth and power, not a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And 1,000 feather token trees.
Only at the end of the campaign.
Administering to the Cheesemakers Guild and a cheese-making slave.
Cheese-making slave, good.
That's escalated.
That was never part of the deal. Pray I don't alter it further.
Indentured, sir.
It's indentured. It's not certain. Right. Well, we went left. The 3 ways. We made it past the microwave corridor. We cleared the room of the undead, and now we've just finished a short rest up on the steps out of the water. We're about to ready to continue into the dungeon. So let's take it across and see if we can find our location. You're about halfway up on the slight left of the off-center. How are we looking? Found yourselves?
I never found myself.
Still on the loading screen.
Yeah, same.
Still on that one? Well, I guess I should do my thing and bring us over.
Nah.
Not just take yourself across.
All about the image of the mind.
Yeah, we
Yep.
My image is clearing up.
Awesome. Right. Does anyone need to do anything to finish processing their short rest? Are we ready to go?
Ooh.
Requires
Actually,
regaining health.
Have you rolled your hit dice?
No.
Or,
I thought we healed everyone up before we had our short rest.
Yep, just making sure you've done all that and you're ready to progress.
I'm going to make up about 10 magic stones as one of my cantrips.
Okay. What do these magic stones do?
Wait, one. How do I... Aha! There we go. That.
Magic stone.
Projectile weapon.
Ah, right. No worries. Magic stones.
Plus, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, once you're finished processing your healing from your short rest, we're right to progress. What's the plan? There's a door here. Standard oaken-bound door with metal stripping on it. Doesn't seem quite as waterlogged or damaged as others could be, even though it is still quite damp in this area. The door doesn't seem to have suffered too much.
Burn it.
I'm gonna search it for traps.
Then once the rogue searches for traps, I'm going to prod it open with the halberd from a distance.
The voice.
It's going to set on fire. Okay.
You can burn it afterwards if you really want.
Well, we might need the door. I don't know. Yeah, just poke it open.
Searching for traps with perception or investigation. Search skill anymore. So I'm lost.
Well, I guess you're using investigation to thoroughly feel out the door, place feel around it, place feeler gauges down the sides, that sort of thing.
I rolled a 9. Just stand back around the corner and let the fighter open it.
But she's all clear. Just let me go around the corner. You can trust me.
Cool. I'm going to try and... Is it just a standard door or handle? Can I push it open with the halberd from 5 foot back?
I'm envisioning a rounded handle on the front with a trigger underneath. You can open it and then give it your shoulder or such. And it looks like it pulls open.
Well, that sucks.
Pulls open. How about we remove? Can we easily remove the pins of the door?
The way we're going to go about it? All right. What tools do you have?
I have. Ross, what do you
Chess
have?
set.
I have a crowbar
Tools, do it.
and a hammer.
Crowbar probably won't get you on the pins. You probably need a pin punch type tool to knock them out.
Smith's tools. Surely there's something in Smith's tools I can do that with.
Oh, yeah. There'd be, most people would be thinking tongs and such, but there'd be little stenciling tools and things like that for pock-knocking rivets and go into it. So yeah,
There'll be a punch there to punch your initials into stuff.
Yeah.
So punch the pins out.
No worries. All right, you start punching the pins out, and the door falls back towards you, I guess.
I try and catch it.
What is that? So this is you'll easily catch the door. What are you doing with it?
Tell the what are you, Ben? Not right. You're
He's a druid.
druid. Tell the druid to get out of the way, and then I'll drop it on the ground, and we can walk over it.
No, toss it into the room. Toss it into the room.
It's a pull door, you fool. They can't.
Technically,
I am out of the way. I'm behind you.
All right, cool. I let it drop on the ground, and then walk in
We're in.
over the door.
Okay, what you see in front of yourselves now is a platform immediately to your front that extends about 8-9 feet wide and extends to about 18 feet long. Immediately to your right is about a 5-foot gap that drops down and plunges into about 10 foot down, and you can see glint of metal right down below.
Sorry, say again. What can we see at the bottom?
Glints of metal that look like spiked shards and torn up bits of a spear and such.
Okay.
And then across the room looks like a real silvery, high-polished floor that goes all the way to nearly the other side of the room. From where you're standing, you can see another gap in the floor, and then a platform on the other side with another door on the northern end of the room. It smells a lot drier here. It's not as damp as in the previous areas. And the room is lit by... do we have this, or are we still using just our dark visions?
Dark vision.
Dark vision.
Dark vision. Well, then can remove all colour from the description.
Unless, what is it? Ben decides to go his pyromaniac and like launch fire somewhere.
Launch fire at everything.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Don't have to ask me twice. Create a fire in the center of the room.
You're creating a fire in the center of the room?
Yep.
All right. A kindling quickly forms in the center of the room, and then bonfire sparks up as it sits there burning.
Knowing we had a magic door around the corner, I'm going to slowly walk around the perimeter of this platform, taking my time and tapping with the base of my halberd on the walls. Just
No worries.
How
Listening for a
deep's this,
portal and cobblestone.
we access the spike pit from where we are.
Yes,
You said 5
the
foot
spike
gap.
pit yes, it's a 5-foot gap, big enough for any of you to easily jump.
What's the size of the door?
The door would be about
6.5 foot.
6.5, 7 foot, somewhere in that sort of scope. I think the whole dungeon's about 9-ish, 10-ish feet tall in general. So the doors are probably a foot or two short of the top of that. So somewhere around about that 7-foot mark.
Someone grab that door and let's walk the plank.
All right. I'll draw a door on there. Whereabouts do you want it?
as close to the current door as possible because I'm being lazy.
There. So it's just going to bridge the gap.
So there.
Bridge that gap. Yep, that works.
All right, well, by bringing the door in and letting it slam down, you've now got yourself a 3.5, 4 foot wide.
Matata, how strong are you?
I lift the weights, but
it's all about looking good muscles, not performing muscles.
Got an idea.
Okay, Halitosis, how strong are you?
18.
Throw me.
All right. Let's put
Tie
a
a rope around his
safety
waist
measure.
first.
Oh, okay. I was going to say
Safety
next.
measure? What?
We tie a rope around him.
All right, while he stands there complaining.
Yep. And then hurl him into the room next door.
What? Where are you throwing me? Throw me across the gap.
All right, across the bridge then, if you must.
No, across the gap. There's no risk.
We just put a bridge there. What are you concerned about? All right, you get thrown. What part were you aiming for there, Hala?
I was aiming pretty much straight across the bridge where I was, going straight down the line.
Straight at the bonfire he's got there.
No, the bonfire's towards the middle, but not far away from the bonfire.
All right, I think we need just a little marker just to make sure we remember the bonfire. There's the bonfire. We're about to be throwing. You're a gnome, aren't you, Ben? Bruno?
Yep. So, not tiny, but...
I was throwing him pretty much straight across the bridge and sort of 5 foot from the wall the whole way. 5 foot from the wall from the north.
There.
Yep.
Whee!
All right, we're at the gnome tossing already. We've only been doing this for just a few minutes. You toss the gnome. Bruno, you're going to hit the ground and skid and start sliding along the surface.
Oh.
As you start sliding along, you're just going to keep going, and he's not stopping.
I yanked the rope.
You yank on the rope? Quickly hauling on the rope, you yank on it. Ben, you come to a quick stop as the rope snaps to a stop, hauling you up somewhere around here, just a few feet away from the edge. The rope goes taut and then goes slack as you start drifting back, sliding back past your bonfire that you've got sitting there in the center.
Into my bonfire? I drop concentration.
Well, you could use your foot to make sure you kick it away and you don't suffer.
No, I drop concentration. Bonfire disappears.
No worries. Okay, you're sliding back. What are you trying to do? What's everyone doing at this stage?
As he gets close to the gap, I'm getting ready to just
Okay.
wake him up.
I cast plant growth across the entire, like a thin layer across the entire floor and the 2 gaps.
All right, let's have a look at plant growth. This plant growth. 100-foot radius. Everything is covered. Plants just explode. You want to take us through how plant growth is going to work for you here, Ben?
Well, basically, I'm going to put plant growth about a foot across the entire floor, all the way across to all the walls, just 1 foot thick across everything.
Sounds good.
Like a floor.
All right.
And then someone's going to need to cut me out of it.
Exploding from you comes all these plants, both all out, looking to grapple onto anything they can to grow and survive. This slows you down as you keep creeping forward and slowly start coming to a pause. And then all the plant matter is slowly sliding with you.
But shouldn't it fill the entire room? Those are 5-foot cubes.
It does.
100 foot of range, that should touch both walls on both sides.
It will. As it goes to clamber up the walls, it slides and falls back over and just lays down on the ground where you are.
What about the 2 ends where we're like the end where we're standing?
They can grab onto there and get some sort of frictional grip.
And that was the intent, to push out to the 2 walls.
Yep.
And then hold on to the 2 end walls, and then everyone will just have to get their feet in that free and then climb across everything.
Not a problem. Well, as you keep creeping very so slowly, you only slide another 5 or so feet before all the vines bring you to a stop as they just built up enough now. As you're standing somewhere near the edge and you can look down, glancing below you, and you can see the spikes that are sitting down there. They are rusted and quite old and look like they would not have been enjoyable to fall down there.
Do I see anything shiny or interesting worth going down and retrieving, if I can?
Well, spending a little bit of time glancing over the edge, looking around, trying to look through the green growth, you can't spot any.
Worth a try. Okay, someone cut me out of this and let's get across.
You go to the other side. We'll tie the rope on this side and that side, and then we can all just in
No.
case.
If you like. Okay. So I get out, move across.
10 of these piton. Got 10 of these piton things, so we can always go slowly across and knock in a few and tie the rope and slowly.
If we use the pitons, but one on this side, one on the other, and
Halitosis.
Yeah.
I've already solved the problem. There's a foot of plant matter across everything.
Well, hang on there, Bruno. As you walk, all the plants do still move around. Where they lock your feet in, they've got nothing to grab onto in its surface. It seems to be completely frictionless. So as you're sliding along, you're going to need to ball your feet up in plant matter, but it's going to keep maneuvering around. It's difficult to get across. And also, it's also difficult terrain for you to move through. So that is still in effect.
So I take it as a druid, I move more easily across this?
Yeah, you can move a little bit easier than everyone else. It's your
with
the
rope still attached to me, I go to the other side and secure it so everyone else can slowly make their way across.
All right. You grab a pin and you start to hammer it in, and the pin and the hammer goes through the wall with your arms as well. You stand there with your arms half in the wall.
What's the wall made out of?
It's a stone wall.
Oh, yeah, no, we're good. Everyone, come across. Yeah, we got this. I got this.
Oh, is it like a rock climb wall? We have
try the floor.
Well, no. As Bruno's going to try and hammer a pin into it, his arms have gone through it. There's no. His arms don't stop.
Oh, so I can just move through the wall.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. What's this door going on just here then?
The door's on a platform that you're now on, which mirrors the other side. While standing around and clambering around, you
Can I put that rope? Can I put the pinion into the door itself?
The pin and jam Yeah, you can do that.
I'll do that then.
You put it right above the door handle.
And we clamber across like monkeys.
All right. Well, just got through that one pretty quickly. Picked up on it and what was going on there. Right. Well, the rest of the group using the grass matter and plant growth with your feet to clamber across makes it a lot easier. And as you hand over fist using the rope to clamber across, you're able to get across with no problems. While jumping across and taking a little bit longer, examine the area as you carefully make yourselves across. You can also see down in the spikes corpse. Looks like some sort of arcane caster is laying down there recently dead.
I'm going to make a deception check to see what I can see.
I'm going to go back and try and grab the door so we can then lower ourselves from a fixed point.
Right.
Fire
Having a look down there expertly, you see that looks like the wizard fell in, or the caster type, had fallen in and become impaled on the spikes. It doesn't look like he was able to survive the fall.
Impaling tends to do that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I got another rope.
Yep.
Yeah, I probably do.
Going me down.
Well, that's why I've just gone back and grabbed the door, being the tank, and lifting it. And I can take it over this side. I can put it across the gap. So then we can go down from the middle. Be a more secure lower point.
Hala has grabbed the door that you guys have removed and placed it across the gap. Then I guess you're probably able to grab just an elf, aren't you?
I'm in it.
Just an elf.
I'm going to athletically lower myself down.
All right.
Acrobatically.
Just like Mission Impossible. Clambering it lowered down, you're able to look over top of the wizard's body. Looks like, definitely a caster, male, middle-aged, human. What's your plan?
Well, I'm going to see if he dropped anything.
And I suggest we put the crowbar into him and tie the rope to the other end of the crowbar and we just pull him out.
That's how liquefied are we talking here?
It was fresh.
He's fresh, so not liquefied or rotten yet. Definitely gone within the last day or two.
Okay. If somebody tosses me the other end of the rope, I'll tie it around him.
All right.
I've got a spare rope.
You'll haul him back up.
And I check underneath where he was to see if he dropped a very fancy weapon he was holding or something.
Oh, very smart.
Oh, we're looting the body.
Yeah, looting a body.
Hey, we're looting the ground under the body.
But it's a step improvement. It's not a body. We made a body.
Since you mentioned it and brought it up, on the ground you can see a wand.
Woohoo!
I slide it in my boot.
No worries. Just give us a nice, easy dex check to stop yourself from cutting yourself on the spikes. Something nice and easy. Oh, you just passed something nice and easy. Yeah. Oh, luckily, the spikes catch your arm bindings, but you're fine. You pick up the wands and are able to be brought back up. Righto. We have a body and a wand. Then.
Okay. Is there anything we need to check this body for before we start searching it?
Looking at the body, it looks like all its muscles were clenched and it was in a spasm when it died. And it looks like it's still locked in a bit of a clenched position.
It sounds like poison.
What's about there's something on the other side of this invisible wall that's going to push us all backwards in the spike pit?
I think it's if we're looking at poison, it's like were the spikes poisoned? And we all look at Rowan, who went down, and you're like, any scratches?
Okay, hang on a minute. What have I got?
I suppose we definitely definitely search the dead.
You quickly do it because you want to get going, and you come on, let's just do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's clear.
Investigation, Rowan, and there's groping. Just saying.
Got a spare hand if anybody needs one.
What a man.
So we're happy with. There's nothing else on this guy that we want to worry about. How about we toss him through the wall and see what happens?
Yep, sounds good.
I've seen the cube. Good.
No worries.
Everyone, stand back. Hell up. Throw.
I just had to put a body in there for you so you can muck around with it. We can pile the corpse.
Whoa! Now we're talking.
A corpse shield.
I was debating about that, like lifting up one hand, having the sword in the other, sort of like.
All right, this is the best thing you've ever given us, dear. I'm going to attach pins to the roof and make him dance.
Weekend of Bernie's, people. Weekend of.
Hala, Bruno's asked you to grab the body and launch it at the wall.
Yeah, I don't think it makes the wall. I may have to take a second attempt at it.
Okay.
Yeah, that time it makes the wall.
It sure does. It simply goes through the wall.
Look at each other. I'm like, I probably should have tied a rope to it. See how far he went. Did anyone hear a thud?
It was a good throw. You definitely heard a thud very shortly after it disappeared through the wall.
Okay. So
like bones breaking.
The wall or the door, people?
Oh well, if it goes through it, I'm going to sort of stick my halberd through and then follow it.
It goes through.
I'll hold onto the rope just to make sure, and if you scream, I'll pull you back.
I see the blood splatter on the wall and the body of the floor, I'm guessing?
You do. And from this side, you can look back and you can see the entire room ahead of you. It seems much like a one-way illusionary mirror.
Okay, so what are we doing?
I'm picking up the body and coming back.
Is there anything in the room?
With my -1 intelligence, I can do an investigation.
Yes, do it. Do it. I demand an investigation.
Holy shit.
Well, from there, you can find a number of arrows that have been fired that have lodged themselves into the wall on the far side. Other than that, the room does appear to be void of anything else. It just seems to be an illusory wall that's been placed there.
I mentioned pretty much go, hey, it's an empty room. There is a few arrows in the wall if you need them. And I grab the body and let's walk out of here and go to the door.
I'm going to investigate the room and take those arrows. And pass up 3 arrows.
You really easy to do that.
Whoa. Do we still need the mage?
Oh,
I was taking the mage.
Yeah. No. Good work, that man.
All right. We have another door. Just behind you.
And hold his hands.
I'm going to hold the mage in front of me, like looking around for the rogue. I can't see the rogue. All right, we're going through this door. No one says anything, so I hold the mage in front of me and undo the door.
Search for traps with the fighter.
Using the human shield, you open the door to a corridor that immediately turns left.
Immediately turns what?
Left. As you see it.
I can't turn left. I can only turn right. I'm not an ambi-turner.
Yeah, you're going to have to do a 3/4 turn.
Right, and yeah, I'm good.
So we're going to use this corpse and just throw it around against every wall.
I think that's the plan at this stage. But I'm on board. What's the plan? Are we going to give my old magey a name?
I'm gonna sneak ahead and
Don't find it.
Bernie, come
sneak down the
on.
corridors.
Bernie. Okay.
You like Bernie?
All right, Bernie.
Bernie it is.
Well, I pick up Bernie and make sure he comes along with us, sort of following just a little bit behind the rogue.
No worries. All right. Rolk, you can see the corridor goes to the north just a short way before there is another door, and then to the south again, a bit longer this time, and further down there is another door.
I'll go to the north and search that door.
All right. You head north.
I'm going to go.
Expertly searching, you're able to confirm that there's nothing wrong with the door. While standing there, though, and listening, you can hear water. Running water.
I remind the group that we can still breathe underwater, although Bernie can't. But that's not a problem.
I'm gonna drive a pitten, the high on the wall.
Yep.
Everybody else to hold on to something.
Yep.
Open the door.
Okay.
While holding
Alright.
onto the pitten.
So, explain to me how we've done this again.
So I've the pitten up nice and high,
Yep.
and then I'm going to open the door while holding very tightly onto the pit.
Where's the pit? What are we doing with it? You have to
Wall.
in the wall.
It's in the wall.
In the side wall, say the size I can reach.
It's assuming an oncoming rush of water, so you can sort of.
Cool. Okay.
Undo it.
I'm picking it up now. I'm picking it up. You are concerned about a rush of water, so you have got yourself ready. All right. Opening the door. The room ahead. The room ahead of you would be described as a normal rectangular room. It's simply 30 foot wide by about 40 foot. 40 foot wide by about 30 foot deep. There are canoes to the left and to the right that you can just see from where you're standing. But the oddest of all these things is that there is a stream of water suspended in the middle of the room. It comes in through a gap, a break in the left-hand side on the west wall, and then travels across the room from left to right, and you can see the water flowing. And then in the north east corner, it goes through another gap and goes tumbling off into the darkness. The water stream itself looks to be about 4 foot in diameter, and every so often you can see a fish go past.
How fast is this flowing?
It is flowing. It's not a breakneck speed, but it is reasonably quick. I wouldn't call it slow.
Conceivably go upstream.
Can you go upstream?
Yeah, is it moving so fast we could kind of scramble our way up? Or?
It would be a hard swim. It would definitely be a hard swim. Hard to tell without from as far back as you are and having only glanced at it for a moment. But it wouldn't be an easy swim to go upstream.
Well, whilst approaching the door, I'm going to run my halberd along the wall, the butt end, just to make sure we don't have any
Tapping the wall.
tapping the wall. Tap, tap, tap.
Make sure it sounds solid. All right.
What are these canoes made out of? Simple timber?
Thin timber, yes.
I break a small section off and toss it in. And and I tell everyone, I just want to see if this circles back on itself. And I sit
You've got a body for that.
It's round 2 testing.
Bernie on a simple river. Actually, how many canoes are there?
There's 6.
Okay.
Move yourself up into the room.
Yep. I grab a canoe and toss it in and see what happens, and I start counting.
Toss the whole thing in.
Yeah.
All right. let me do a little bit of measuring to give you a rough time since you're young.
4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000.
But
17.
it will come back. It'll come back in. It's going to take me a little while to do the mental. It's flowing at a rate of that. About 30 seconds ish. Without me having to really stress my brain.
And how fast did the canoe seem to be travelling when I threw it in initially?
Oh, it'd be a
5 foot every second, 5 foot every... Or
it'd be a quick run.
foot every second? 15 foot every second? You said it was a 40-foot room. Does it... When
every
it comes...
second? No, not every second. You're probably looking at... we haven't got... this is 5th ed. We do it simple. We don't do it advanced. No, we're probably looking at a flow rate of... Let's say if you threw it in the room on the left-hand side, it'd probably go... It'd probably cover the length of the room in about a round.
So about 6 seconds for 40 foot.
Thereabouts.
Excuse me while I do some math. Everyone think about stuff.
Well, I was thinking, guys, since this is a semi-secure end, you close the door and proceed south and have a look what's south of us.
Yep.
But I could set boats on fire and send them through, and then we go just after them, and they're like flaming projectiles.
Flaming boats. Come on, people. How often do you get this in the campaign?
Well, I was also debating about sending Bernie through first, in case there's like a saw sitting at about chest height. So if Bernie comes back without a head, you're like, yeah, we've got to be prepared for something.
Well, you can put Bernie in a
You
canoe.
go nuts with Bernie.
Put Bernie in a canoe, set fire to it, send him on his way. It's the funeral he deserves.
Or
Damn
a
it.
secondary take at Burning Man Festival.
Sorry, what was that, Bruno?
Create bond. Hey. Hell up. Put him in the boat. Put him in the boat and put it in the river. Just do it. I got this.
Okay.
Got this.
So Bernie's in a canoe, and we're now holding the canoe just short of the water stream.
Quick, throw him.
Put him in there, put him there, holding the canoe. You're like, okay, what now?
Let go.
Throw him into the water stream.
Push him out.
No worries.
Okay. Now we just gotta wait 30 seconds, people.
Are we just hoping that he's going to come back like it's a loop?
Well, we tested it with one boat already. He did come. The boat came back. It's assuming it's the same boat.
Yeah.
Here comes
That
the canoe.
Cool. I put the halberd out to try and wrestle him back in.
I dropped
You knock the canoe back out. The canoe's on fire. The Bernie's in there. He's singed.
On fire, is it? Okay.
Well, that's what Bruno was doing, wasn't he? He was setting fire to
Well,
the canoe.
Bruno was doing. I didn't hear the execution of it saying he did set fire to it. The intent was to set fire. So
Check the message.
I have seen create bonfire.
No worries.
Is this one of your spells that need concentration? Can you stop it?
Yeah, no, I did. I dropped concentration for it. Okay, now that we've established that it's a solid loop, and I can breathe underwater, I'm going to jump in, and then someone quickly grab me when I make a loop around, and I'm just going to have a look and see if I can see anything on my quick lap around.
Okay.
Who has the reflexes to grab it?
Well, I'm big enough. I can probably start wade out to waist deep.
We all stand back like bears looking for fish.
For him.
Yeah.
For him.
I've got my halberd. Oh,
No.
you stupid.
No. What Bruno's good for? You just get the rope, tie it on, and he can just be an obstacle in the thing that I can grab hold of as I come through again. And I can make a grapple
Bernie.
check to grab on.
Bernie. You're Bruno.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna jump in. You throw Bernie in after me, and just hold on to him, and I'll grab onto him like a fish. Do this.
We'll use the corpse as a rope. All right. Bruno's going to jump in. The rest of you's happy to sit there and wait?
Yep.
I just want to see what happens.
No worries. Bruno, you get stuck in.
A description of what I see, or
You're going to ride the rapids, man. There is enough of a gap around the water, and with your dark vision, but you're looking through water, so it's not really clear just exactly what's going on. Hey, where'd you take off to?
I'm traveling the river. Come on.
Yeah. As you go travelling off, we might have to zoom in a bit. I wonder what the rest of our players can see. Oh, no, we'll see what happens.
Oh, there's Charmander.
All right, as you go racing off, you can see a light starting to approach, coming up. As you come racing in, you find yourself in a large room again. It's hard to see through the wall of water surrounding you, but you can see a number of figures that have lined themselves up along the line of the stream. And as you go racing through, they start swinging weapons into there, taking slashes at you as you surf your way through the wave. What's your AC?
Right. Okay. Oh, No, I can't really use him yet.
23 to hit on the first guy as you come rocketing through.
Yeah, that hits me.
8 slashing damage from his sword.
Okay.
A 14 from the second one to attack.
Nope, that misses me.
And from there, we can probably... what's your plan? Are you going to keep riding this water wave, or are you going to change it up?
Right. Well, considering I like to burn things and people have just stabbed me. Oh, how much damage? 8 slashing damage. Let me just update
You've got 8
that.
slashing damage on him?
Right. Okay, I am going to... what do I want to do?
You ride this water?
Are they about my size or much bigger than me?
They look like humanoids. It's hard to see through the wall of water. You're not getting clear vision from being in water to having a look around. But they look shiny, so they're probably armored up, and they've been attacking you as you come sliding in.
Okay. Now, I can either attack... What else do I have? That might be a good distraction.
Mm-hmm. Where you go?
I don't want to use that just yet.
Come on. Time's running out as you're rocketing through. The water will keep moving you and people will keep attacking.
Okay, I bail out and try and... As one of the weapons coming in, I try and grab it, pull him in, and jump and use that momentum to pull myself out of the water.
All right, a reverse shove action. That's going to be a contested strength. Roll your strength.
Oh, this is...
Ooh. You do exceedingly well. The monkey was not expecting that. As your slice comes in, you quickly grab and swap places with the knight. Him surprisingly finding himself now in the stream and you outside the stream. As we're going to have to move into initiative, I think. Keep track of this.
Oh, okay. on. Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, mine was average.
Oh. Luke, have you set up all my wild shapes?
You told me not to worry about them because you're using
Yeah,
your...
No, okay.
But I do have some. I do have some ready for you. Did he get on there? Did he get that right?
Nope. Just gonna use chunk.
All right. Just a minute. And have all you guys roll for initiative? If you decide to do something. I see Rolk, I see Bruno, I see Hakuna. I don't see Hala. Did you have your token clicked when you did that?
No, I mustn't have. I rolled pretty ordinary. Do you want to add me manually or re-roll it?
Nah, just re-roll it. I can change it back to whatever you got. Just locks you in. Hala, what'd you get originally?
7.
Boo. Boo, 7, boo.
Yeah, I know. Especially when I re-roll and it becomes a 20, you're like, ah.
Okay. Alright. Rolk, you're standing there waiting for Bruno to come back. What's your plan?
Well, is this room dark?
It is.
Oh, excellent. I jump into the stream.
No worries. You move forward and jump into the stream. Anything else?
I will,
Swim with the stream to speed it up, or you can swim against the stream, or you can do any of your actions that you would do in water.
I'll swim with it, keeping an eye out for things and being sneaky. Shadows. Sneaky swimming.
No worries. Well, you can swim in water because the spell that was cast in his last episode. So you've got 24 hours, or about 22, 21 hours left of that. You can dive in. You've cost 10 foot of movement to dive in, but you're going to swim at half speed. So you've used about 10 feet so far, so you've still got 20, which is 10 more feet. And then you can dash, and then you can extra dash as bonus action. So you can really swim if you need to.
It's a long loop.
How far do I make it?
You want me to move you? Well, there was...
Yes, please.
You're going against the stream?
Oh, is that against the stream?
Yes, it is.
I go with the stream. I'll let you move.
Not a problem. Well, there's the end of your move. You then dash, so 1, 2, 3. You then bonus action dash, 1, 2, 3, as you start swimming off down the route. It's Water's turn. Water then moves you another 1, 2, 3, 4, putting you there. Now, the knights go. First knight. Alright, he had a held action, standing there waiting for Bruno to come tumbling down the stream. That doesn't seem to be happening now, so he's going to step out, have a look around. Actually, he's still holding, waiting for you to come tearing through that stream. This won't last long. The knight that did attack you as you've gone past, he's done that. Now he's watching the front, waiting for the next person to come through, so his concentration's there. Number 17 is waiting for you to come through and can't see through the water barrier, so he's expecting whoever to be coming through, and he's going to take an attack on them. That front one, they're also waiting. Number 12, they can't see, and they're waiting. 10. Oh, sorry, missed 20. This guy actually moved. As he got taken by his friend. These friends that were expecting someone to be carrying through, and he gets an attack on him. 16. It's going to clang on the armor. Right. Bruno, we're up to you. What are you doing?
Right. Okay. Well, considering the guys below me, I aim burning hands in a direction towards this guy. Because he's already had a go at me.
Yep.
For dex saving throw.
I got a 4.
15. Self-target.
How much damage are we talking about? First bit of spell?
3d6.
3d6.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, man, sure. You roll that damage.
15 points of damage.
15 points. Dang. It's crisped up a little bit by a branch of flame. The flame does peter out a bit on the water wall just to your right, but you can also just duck under the water. It's about 2 foot off the ground in this room.
Yep.
What else you got?
Okay, and hang on, I'm just going to check if I can summon Charmander, because I probably should have done that first.
That might have been a thing to do.
It
Might be an action.
doesn't say that I can't. It doesn't say that it is an action to summon him. It just gives me.
I reckon it's got to say something like that.
It's a wild shape thing, isn't it?
Yes, it's using your wild shape to do it. Anyone out there watching able to help Ben with? He's a wildfire druid, and he's summoning his wildfire spirit.
Second level you can sure. No, it doesn't actually say anything in wild shape in regards to, but I assume it would be an action.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a movement of back away. Try and lead them towards me.
Wildfire druid. You summon your wild spirit. So you can summon your wildfire spirit as an action. You can expend one of your wild shape features to summon a wild shape rather than assuming a beast form. Yes, you've got to use an action. All right, you back up away from the knight. This guy, he's able to see what you're doing and realizing you're not coming through, so he's going to move up on you. Moving in, he raises his greatsword high and comes down with an attack. 19 to hit for 10 slashing.
No, that hits.
He then continues the blow by swinging around and bringing the greatsword back round again for a 9 to hit.
Nope, miss.
Which you're able to duck and weave effectively. Next night. This guy, he's heard the commotion, and he's half waiting for someone to come through, because he's half just indecision, like, oh, am I waiting for someone else to come through, or am I dealing with this?
Set him on fire.
George is dealing with that, but yeah. That's right, that damn little bastard set me on fire. He's going to run round to a flanking position. And toast. For a 13 to attack.
Nope.
And then a critical 25 to hit. Doing 4 plus 6, 11 damage. 11 damage.
Okay, that hurt.
We start needing some of these cards coming up, people who are watching this stream. We're going to need people to start giving these guys some bless, some healing potions, and a few things. This is not going to be an easy fight, and they're spread out. Hala, what's your plan?
Well, plan was to rescue Bruno as he came around. So pretty much still a bit waiting for Bruno to come around. But I am hearing clanking and noise just around the corner. So getting the halberd ready in case anyone does come in the creek. So a hold action for anyone other than Bruno coming through.
Sounds good. Hakuna.
I want to go for a ride on the canoe, but I'm going to bring my. I'm going to bring Bruno. No, not Bruno. I'm going to bring Bernie with me. So I'm going to have Bernie sit up front. I'm whether I should be underneath, holding on to the bottom,
holding onto the bottom.
Not holding onto the bottom, holding behind perhaps, so that I can still pop my head out and hold on to the canoe and just.
Putting him in like a seatbelt.
Using him as a meat shield.
Yeah, I want to have Bernie as a meat shield. So yeah, let's I can. I'm a lion. I could be like a fur skin rug on him. All right, so
you're gonna look like a fur skin rug on the sorcerer.
Yes.
Right.
Actually, no. I have disguise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sit behind it, look like a pile of blankets behind Bernie.
The part you were born to play, baby.
Blankets!
A blanket.
Sorry.
All right, you quickly race over, grab the canoe, zip over to the mage. You stuff the body in and leap into the water. You're moving down here, grabbing yourself a canoe, zipping up over here, throwing Bernie in, and launching yourself into the water. With a double move and your actions to scoop him up on the way in a canoe on the way through.
I've used up all my
I
actions.
second you used up most of your stuff you got going on here. Any bonus actions or anything else you're going to do? What are you saying to Hala as you disappear while leaving him alone in a room in the dark?
I'm guessing it's fine.
I'll see you on the other side!
Surf's up, homie! Alright, you jump in with the mage. Alright, you hear orders coming from Bruno. You hear orders coming from the other side of the stream as looks like someone's taking charge of the group. A rough male voice calls out, trying to get people to assemble and do their thing. The guy in the water stream. He's going to see if he can get himself out. He can get himself out as he jumps out of the water. Looks around for what's going on, sees those guys fighting you up there, and he's going to move up and enjoy watching them cut you up as he sits back, running out of his time and actions. Rook, let's move you. Rook, you go 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 was your swim, then you double move, 1, 2, 3, then you dash, 1, 2, 3. And you start making your way around the water as it keeps bouncing you around and knocking you on walls as you're getting rocked around the place. It's the water's turn. The water moves you another 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rocking you around another corner. And still, you're in the dark and you're getting bounced around this tunnel as you're flying down. Night. Was there anything else you were planning on doing, Rook? I assume just swimming?
Just swimming.
Yep, swimming with it. Nice. They've got 3 on that bloke, and they've probably got him. So these guys are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, you can only go 6. We'll bring him back. He's going to hold action ahead of the crowd a bit more as they step up to take some missing people's places. They all can't move. Me just getting overexcited. He's holding action, waiting for the next person to come through. This one moves up and readies action to attack. This one is holding action. This one moves up, holds action. Water moves people another 1, 2, 3, 4. As Rook gets bounced around. Oh, and you're part of this too, Rita.
Am I?
Kakuna, yeah, move twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 as you disappear in through the tunnel.
Later, sucker!
Bruno?
I cast Confusion.
Awesome. Awesome move. You going to post it up on the screen there for everyone?
Yep. 90-foot range.
90-foot range?
Wisdom save of...
I see. We've also got, for people who wish to use them, a bless. So we've got 2 blesses now, and there's a health potion also up for grabs.
That may be useful in a minute, but let's see how many people I confuse.
Alright, so confusion. Each creature within a 10-foot sphere of you. So it's going to be 1 above you, 1 below you, and that 1 watching. Who's just taking enjoyment in it. We need to get ourselves a save. DC, where's your DC? I think it was low. It's not a high DC, is it?
It's not that bad. It's not great.
The knights. What am I making? A whiz save?
Yep.
Wisdom saves. Here we go. Ooh. 11. 7. 12.
Hang on. Now I've got to work out what my wisdom save is to my wisdom DC is.
It's your spell DC is what you're using there.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Where do I find that again?
That's be on your spell page.
Oh, okay. Yep. 16.
16.
Yep.
Dang. All right, it was better. I thought it was lower.
No. I shuffled those stats from our conversation
from last time. Good.
Yeah.
You had a very low wisdom druid, and I was concerned that you weren't going to be able to punch above your weight. Right. Well, they're all affected. Do you want to roll the d10s and tell me what happens? We'll go with the top down.
Okay. 3.
A 3.
7, 10. So that
7,
means.
So the top guy on a 3, the creature doesn't take 2 to 6. The creature doesn't move or take its turn. All right. So he's been.
And 7, the creature uses action to make a melee attack at a random creature within its reach.
It's you. There's nothing else within its reach.
Surely there's damn it. Yeah, okay.
They've got a 5-foot reach, man. 23 to hit for an 8 slashing damage as he stabs you in the shoulder.
Yeah, give me a second.
And the 10. On a 10, the creature can act and move as normal.
Oh, damn it.
Does this change every round, or is this their go for? Is this it for them?
I think this is just. I don't know how many rounds it lasts. I think it's just for the round.
Concentration up to 1 minute. You can keep this going. You need a concentration check if you've been wounded. DC 10, con save.
Hey Ben, reading it. It's if the creature rolls 9 or 10, the next turn they can make a wisdom saving throw.
See if they can shake it off.
Yep.
All right. Ooh, you fail your check though. You do have a bless card, and if you can roll a 4 on a d4, then you can keep that spell going.
No, I think I might need. We may need to save that bless card for a little bit later.
You reckon this is a strong spell?
Okay. Yeah. No.
You're cool.
I'll give it a crack then. A D4, you say?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there goes one of our D4 cards. Right, you lose concentration because the pain in your shoulder is unbearable.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the spell drops. What else you got?
Okay, I'm gonna make for the river.
Dive back in? To run away means you're going to get a tax of opportunity on you at this stage.
But if they a question
that?
then, if they've got confusion on them, do they get an attack of opportunity?
Well, one was confused to attack his mate next to him, which was Ben. The other one didn't as it's waking up from its spell. And one guy was given a free action so he could act normally. But he's down there. So Ben moves around him, but the problem is to jump in the stream high in the stream, you're going to go past all the people, and those who have readied actions will be able to strike at you again. This is a tough place to be when you're by yourself.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm going to take that risk. Jump in the stream.
All right, we get 2 attacks on you. Sorry, that first guy was confused, so I'm going to say he doesn't. The first... 12 to hit?
Nope.
Misses. So as you leg it, you feel the blade swing up behind you, going past your antlers as you race off and dive for the stream. The guy below could attack anyone randomly, and now the spell is over. He's got his wits about him. You are back in the water. I guess he's going to look at his mate to make sure he's fine and then tell him to come on, back to it. What a win. Right, he's going to move on up. Number 8. He's too going to move up. Hala? What's your plan?
Well, seeing everyone jump in the river, I'm going to grab a canoe, throw it in the river.
No worries.
And,
take a couple steps back, grab the canoe and take a couple steps back, so you're going to lose a bit of movement doing all that.
Yep. And then jump in and get my halberd out like a...
Lance.
Lance, that's the one.
Yep.
And start sort of going down the river.
All right. You're able to run down, grab it, get back, and of course you're going to move yourself and run around. You can probably get yourself here by the time you leap into the stream, and that's going to cost you your movement there. Anything else?
That's all I think I can do for this one.
No worries. Hakuna.
I'm in the river. What do I see?
You're riding through the rapids in the darkness. It's quite a small tunnel, and like a modern water slide, you're powering through this dark tunnel. So yeah, you are encouraged, especially being able to breathe in the water, to scream, holler, hoot, and enjoy yourselves. Are you going to splash with the stream? You're going to swim with the stream and paddle, or are you going to...
Oh, I thought it was just taking us down like a canoe.
It is, but you can also swim and drive forward.
Oh,
paddle.
can we? All right, I propel the corpse through the water.
2, 3. All right, you splash and ride yourself along. Did I miss 10 again? No, that was Bruno. I did it just before Bruno. I remember. All right. Back to the knight. He gives his demands and he zips up, reaches in to grab the druid and grapple with you. He doesn't want you to escape. Going for a grapple on you, Ben, you can use athletics or acrobatics to try and get out of it.
Athletics.
19. 12. He grabs you in the stream as you dived in, thinking you're going to get away from the place, and throws you, pulling you, dragging you out onto the ground here. That was his action and movements. Bearing down on you, he orders you to surrender. You're just in for dinner. They're all having a bit of a laugh, knowing that the boss has got you. Oh,
Right.
no.
Do I get action out of this yet?
No, that was his action. You had your go at the start of the round, and he got able to grab you and drag you out as a grapple and then a drag.
Yep.
I'm going to use my move action to swim forward and hold action to, I'm going to say, dive left
2, 3.
and hide. As soon as I come out of anywhere.
2, 3. As you paddle yourself forward with your bonus action, and then you use your action to be prepared to dive. The waters go. Moves you 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets you about there. So you can see the light. All is coming up nice and fast, and you know it's there. For you as well, Hakuna, you move 1, 2, 3. Whoa, that's a big move. Oh, stop you there. And for Hala, 1, 2, 3, 4, you get moved through the current. The knights. They're enjoying this. The guys at the back, guys at the front have got this, so he's going to duck under the water stream and come around to see what the boss is going to do to you. He's still got his action ready, but he's still also looking at what's going on over the water there, slightly distracted. This one here is watching to see what the boss is going to do to that little gnome. And this guy here is trying to see behind him, but also trying to look down the water tube as he thinks something's coming. 12 is at the back. He can't see what's going on, so he's just going to have himself a readied action. Water is going to move. 2, 3, 4. Right. Rook, you had a held action. What are you doing?
I had a held action to... was to dive to the left.
Dive to the left.
And hide. I mean, if I can change that slightly,
Well, definitely diving to the left, but you're kind of committed to something until you realise where you've ended up and probably going to stop.
No. Very happy to dive to the left.
No worries. Well, it was just a held action, and all you can do is hold the action. So you come leaping out. You're going to put yourself somewhere.
Well, if I dive to the left, that is directly on top of it.
Yep. That's
works. I got this. I think.
Well, because you're diving to the left, you're able to dodge the bloke on the right attack, but the guy on the left was expecting you to come through, so he is going to get his held action to swing at you for a 12 hit, missing you, as you leap out of the water over his sword swing and come up on your feet, standing behind Bruno, facing a bunch of heavily armoured knights. They're looking like they're going to cause Bruno some problems. Bruno, it is your turn.
Right. While I've been on the ground, like, just regretting my life, I look around. My question is, do I see any centipedes, spiders, wasps, or a scorpion?
Yeah, that's a fair call. This is a dungeon. There would be something like, I don't know about wasps, but I can see a scorpion or definitely a centipede on the wall or something, yeah.
Okay.
How are we going to use this? What's your creative way that's going to make me wish I hadn't done that?
Giant insects.
Very well, righto.
I'm going to need a long rest after this and a lot of healing.
Into giant versions of themselves. Centipedes, giant centipede spiders. Okay, alright. Let's find some for you.
Perfect. Yep. Let's go. Let's do this.
Actually, it looks like I've only got spider that's come up straight away when I've typed in giant. So guess what? It was a spider.
3 giant spiders then?
3 giant spiders. All right.
Distraction.
As all of a sudden, a small nest of spiders on the wall become a giant. Spiders.
Nest of spiders.
So what do? They act on your turn, your commands. And
Yep.
each creature obeys all verbal commands. They act on your turn. Right. Well, it's their turn as well. What are you doing with these things?
Kill the knights.
Kill the knights. All right. Let me just check this guy here. All players can be controlled by. Where are you, Ben? Right. So can you? Ooh, they might have come out before I dragged. Just to check myself. Can you control these guys?
Yep. But by a verbal command.
No, can you actually control them on Roll20?
Oh. Yes, I can.
All right. Shift and click on them, and that should open up their character sheet. And tell us what you're doing with these things. They go on your turn.
Bigger so I can track it all. Okay.
Yeah, they go on your turn, so keep track of that.
I'm gonna lunge this. Hang on. Character sheet.
Make one red, one blue.
Okay.
That'll help distinguish them. Unleash your spider hell upon these poor innocent people. They're not so innocent, I guess.
Okay, so red, I'm going to attack the command. Actually, no, I've got a movement. I'll attack the commander. Blue will attack this guy just here. And green will attack that guy just there.
All right. As seemingly from the wall, these spiders grew and lunged out at the occupants of the room. Roll your attacks. Let's see how well you go. They've got multi-attack, so they get 3 attack. Oh, sorry, I'm reading something else. They've got their bites, they've got their web, and know that their web recharges.
Okay, I can't seem to bring up their
Stat block.
stat block, so
If you hold shift and just double click on them.
oh yep, seen.
And go across the characters. And
Yep. No, I'm there.
good. Unleash spidery help.
Ranged attack. I only get 1 attack from each of them, don't I? It's not like I get a web attack and a bite at the same time, do I?
So it's one or the other.
One or the other. Okay, so red, I'm going to bite the boss.
22. Damn well hits. Piecing through his plate, finding those little crevices, you're able to inflict some damage on him.
Yep.
So,
Blue, I'm going to attack this guy just here that blue's on top of. I'm just going to use the same.
makes you save. A 20 hits him as well. That's. Yep, no, not that save. I've got to use a different stat block. This save. 15! Shame I never took the first one. I was rolling on the wrong stat. 15 will make
8 poison. And then I've got 7 poison. And green is going to attack the last guy in the queue for not a lot. Take that, misses.
Yes. And that one will do that.
Get the hell out of everyone, I take it.
I've already moved the other guys, and they've backed up. Been concerned spiders just exploded out of the wall and become giant, so the others have backed up behind the stream. Halla, you swimming with the stream?
Yep, swimming with it, trying to, if anything, trying to sort of paddle quicker. And
No worries. I'm thinking you probably should actually be moving quicker if you're in a canoe rather than just your body, because it's designed to move, not just to swim. So I might bounce just forward a little bit. So should see now 1, 2, 3, which is half your movement. You got a 30-foot movement, don't you?
correct.
I'll give you an extra point there, and then you're going to double move 3 and get yourself there. And you probably should also bounce you a couple forward from last round. And Hakuna, you're next. Sorry, is there anything else left, Hannah?
Nope.
Hakuna, you're swimming with the tide?
Yep.
Well, first I'm just going to move you because you probably should be forward because you're in a canoe. You should be moving faster than the other one. So I'll bring you up here. And then we'll give you your turn as we move you 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, you can see the light coming up ahead as you are racing forward. Unable to see into ahead of you, but you know the light and there is a room coming forward. This guy, all right. You're just a pushover, and he hasn't realised much out of you, Bruno, as the knights were just about to drop you, but the spider's just done him damage, so he's going to turn around and attack the spider for 15, 15, 20.
15 and 20 all hit.
So,
yeah, no, that drops that spider.
yep, he takes that one out of the game. But it blew all his go. This other knight, well, like the others, they're all going to stand back in shock as these giant spiders are coming out.
Before we get too far past that, does he also pop poison this round?
He did. It's his turn. Thanks for reminding me. Roll again, and I'll make a save. See if we can.
DC 11 Constitution save. Otherwise, another 8 points of damage.
Oh, sorry. You should be rolling on this. Yep, he's good now. He's shaking the poison off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that other knight backed up, seeing all these spiders explode out of the room. He wasn't ready for that. Rook, you're now in the room. Spiders have just exploded out of everywhere. And you're surrounded by knights who all seem to be picking on poor Bruno here. What's your plan?
Kill that guy! Kill this boss!
I'm gonna slap down.
Room is lit.
And I'm gonna take this base. I'm gonna use the code word barrel. Deploy my instant fortress.
Yeah.
Barrel.
I did this in someone else's game, and I know the power of it and the regret. It's a DC 15 dex save, is it?
DC, yep, 15 dex save.
Fantastic. Alright, so I'll try the knights first. How'd we do? I'm on the wrong one here. We've got an 8, he fails. Now this guy, an 8 for again, he fails. So those two knights aren't going well. You want to roll that 10d10 force damage, I believe it is. That's one.
I can roll 5 at a time. I'll roll 5 and 5.
No worries. All right.
Shouldn't it be 3 of them because there's 3 in that square?
There was. Yeah, I made 3 saves.
Oh no, I'm talking about Rowan's damage.
No, you just roll once for.
Yeah, so it's 62 or 31 if they make.
As these corpses are pushed out into the water, blown out by the appearing of an instant fortress that starts as a small little chess piece type thing that's thrown onto the ground that bounces. Sits there momentarily as people are fighting off spiders, giving it no attention whatsoever. Then all of a sudden, Rook says the word. Say it again for me.
Barrel.
And a fortress explodes into being, bursting into the roof, and tearing its way up, dislodging some of the bricks and roof ahead of you. One of those spiders also needs to make a save, as it was in the area as well. Ben, can you make a dex save for your spider there? It succeeds. It takes half the damage, so it will take, what was that?
31.
That's
Exactly what it had.
That was 31 hit points for 31 everything it had.
Alright, and the boss seems to take a huge blow, but he's still upstanding as this instant fortress has now appeared, now part of the battlescape. We've got knights now in the water. Rook's then jumped out and launched his chess piece. What else are we doing?
I'm gonna go inside the fort, and I'll drag Ben with me.
No worries. I'll use Zip in. Normally you'd have to grapple to drag him, but I believe he's going to come willingly and happily help you. You quickly race into the fortress.
I'll say the code word to lock it. No homers.
No homers. We're allowed 1. No Brunos. We're allowed 1. Water's go. Alright, water's going to move these corpses as it starts flowing them around. Water's going to move you 1, 2, 3, 4. As little rooms start coming into light, Hakuna, you can see around you. And hello, you want to move yourself another 4 squares?
Done.
No, don't need it. That's good. Okay. Alright, as you're rocketing through the darkness, still getting bounced around and dodging things, small bits of rock that are protruding a little bit further in the tunnel than the rest. Right, that guy is down, so he's not doing anything. He's off the initiative count. This guy, he was waiting for you. All right, Rita, as Hakuna comes riding through and the light starts to break open, a sword swings through into the water, cutting off the head of Bernie. Bernie! Right in front of you. This guy does nothing. This guy who's been waiting for you, he also swings and hits Bernie in the chest, taking all the blows for you. Isn't Bernie nice?
Bernie's the best.
And this guy's got a spider on top of him. He, on his back, is going to crawl backwards underneath the water as he uses his dodge action to crawl at half movement and get himself disengaged, and then crawls under the water, sliding and getting himself
from the
back.
spider.
Say again?
Attack of opportunity from the spider.
He used his disengage action, and then he crawls away. So that's his action. The water now moves everyone to 10. These two corpses go floating off down the stream. Hakuna and Bernie come 1, 2, 3, 4. It's too many people. Get back. 2, 3. You've got Bernie's head on your lap, Hakuna.
Yeah. My plan was, because I'm disguised as blankets, was to lift up Bernie's hands and start casting spells.
Casting spells as Bernie.
Yes.
You can still do this. This is achievable.
Right.
Just gotta flick yourself out of the water, or keep riding it. I mean, your choice.
Absolutely couldn't, yeah.
Bruno, you're now inside an instant fortress that's magically appeared right in front of you and been dragged into the room. What's your plan?
Burning hands on this guy for...
no worries for that. You'll need to stand, run over, and find one of the arrow slits in this tower, and then place your little hands out, and burning hands out in front.
Why won't you let me do it? And level... Ooh, how high can I go on my level count?
Some little burning guy. Charmander could come to the aid.
Oh no, I'm gonna burn this guy.
Alright.
Oh, really?
12 on his save. What's that? 7 high level?
No, fails.
You cast it at a higher level. So he takes 13 points of fire damage.
Yep.
Burning him and covering him in a wave of flame and heat. It's probably not a safe place to be. What's your plan? You're still inside this fortress.
Still inside the sphere, and I... Ooh, what do I want to do with the spider? I tell the spider to attack this guy here. Can you get through and attack?
Yeah, the stream's in the way, so the spider's going to have to battle around the stream.
No, I want him to attack the boss.
Well, what you've got there is a large fortress with only one door in and one door out.
True. Okay, no. I tell him to throw web on this guy.
The guy on the other side of the stream there?
Yep, that guy there.
Web him? Alright. You go for web, that's a D, so he is in there as an action. The restrained character must make a... Alright, so as his action, he must do something to fix this. Let's give him a little web symbol. It's frostbite. Where's the good web? Where are you, web? I know it's in there. I've used it before.
Oh, hang on a minute.
There it is. Web. He's webbed. Target is restrained by webbing. As an action, the restrained character can make a check to get himself out of it. Webbing can all be attacked and destroyed. Yep, no worries. All right. He's webbed.
Yep.
Anything else there, Bruno?
No, that's it. I don't really have many bonus actions I can really throw at these people.
No, you only get one bonus action.
Yeah.
You've moved a little bit. You've cast a spell. You've used your bonus action to command the spider to do something.
Disregard that.
Yep, you've probably got a little bit of movement left. What you've got inside this tower is it's quite tall and it's punched itself into the roof. There's a ladder going up to a trap door, but I dare say with the size of this tower and how it's been formed, it's punched itself in. The top half is probably buried in the mountain.
No, I'm pretty happy. I'm just going to burn these people.
Not a problem.
All about purity.
All right. Right. All right, they've been shaken momentarily, and all of a sudden the spiders are gone, the tower's burst up there, and I suppose they're now looking at either trying to fight or get their people to safety. So this guy is going to maneuver over, look for who is free, and try and call out to his mates. come under the water and get back here. Form up. And while he's there, he's going to take one swing at the corpse that we've got there. Actually, make a stealth check. Rita, with advantage, because you've hidden yourself and you've prepared yourself. To look like blankets, to see if he attacks you or the mage.
Okay, stealth check. Just find it. There we go.
You got to beat his passive perception. You easily do. He attacks the mage. As it's through water and it's hard to see, and it looks like he's still going.
Best one ever taken with this.
As he slashes through and another sword cuts straight through the chest of the corpse. Good old Bernie. Alright, the other knight above him quickly moves around, tries to assess what the hell's a tower doing in here. Boss, you alright? What do we do? And he holds his action to follow the instruction. Halla, you'll go. Moving forward.
Yep, going to continue moving forward.
1, 2, 3, 4. About there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put you about there. As you paddle forward. Anything else?
I don't think I can. Nope. Pretty much just paddling and trying to get into the fight.
Can be a difficult fight, this one. Hakuna. You're riding in a canoe with a decapitated corpse. It's being cut up as everyone's attacking it, as you look like blankets hiding behind it. You're breathing fine, and you're racing through, but everyone's starting to hack this corpse. It's going to run out of corpsiness. Eventually.
You pick up the hand and cast with the hand.
My plan was to actually pretend to make it look like as if the mage was still alive and puppeteer it. So I am going to use one hand to hold the head and the other hand to hold the head.
Okay.
And in that cone of me turning around,
Yeah.
because you know what, the corpse can still face this way.
The corpse can face anywhere.
I just want the hand to face them with the hand up, and I want to. What do I have that's a cone shape?
Knowing that you're in water, so other things in water will get resistance to your fire spells.
No, I got thunderclap.
That'll do it.
Bang bang. So this ghoulish head turns around. Unseen corpse head
Rises up from behind his shoulders.
Yes.
So you're like, rises up, turns, you grab an arm and flick it that way. Thunderclap!
Thunder.
Thunderclap!
Yes.
Alright, you want to post that up there for us while I look at the space? Alright, so as an action, range 5 feet. Each creature within range is 5 foot, so it's those guys either side of you by the looks of it.
Oh, boo.
Looking thunderclap.
Yep.
Do you want to...
Each creature. Oh, wait, let me just cast the actual spell.
Yeah, you want to cast it?
Yeah.
DC 14, I'm seeing set up for you. 10 damage for DC 14. Oh, wrong stat block. Shrink that one down for a con save. 9 and 14. So one takes the damage, full one takes half. The water around pulses with a thunderous burst as it ripples. The distance is going to travel a lot faster in water. So, Halla, all the way back there where you are easily going to hear this pulse of water that goes through you, shaking the water and letting you know whatever's happening up ahead, it's not great because it sounds like your team's already in the midst of it.
Into the thick of it.
You're gonna move, or do you just use your action? Is there anything else you want to do?
I want to park the boat.
Do you want to try and steer yourself out? Or is that...
Yes.
Well, luckily that tower is actually going to divert and knock a lot of the stream. So with your movement, if you can make a strength or dex, so athletics or acrobatics check to take advantage of the tower that's popped up and knocked the stream.
Yeah,
and
a dex check?
potentially athletics or acrobatics if you want to use one of those skill sets.
I do poorly.
You do poorly and get wedged up against the tower, starting diverting all the water around us. It's pinning you against the corner of the tower and burning as you're pinned there momentarily, stuck in the stream as it diverts around ever so slightly.
Just for a second, guys, just wanted to say a huge thank you for the Atomic Cyborg for the raid. Thank you for raiding us, guys. Welcome to Crit and Miss. Welcome to the Critverse. You are watching White Plume Mountain, a limited time series run of the adventure of the same title from Tales from the Yawning Portal. DM Lucas in control of the action tonight. Anyway, I'm going to disappear again. Just wanted to say a quick thank you for that, guys.
Hey, great to have you guys here. We're White Plume Mountain, and what we've got in our area is the room that you can see. And that's not just a little river floating through the room, it's actually a suspended stream of water about 4 foot in diameter that comes through about 2 foot off the ground, through the room in the north, and then cuts south and then heads off into the south. Half of the part of the group are still stuck in the stream coming around, while the other half are in the room. We've got a druid who made it in first and has been beaten up a little bit. He's also summoned spiders. We've got a ranger rogue who's made it in and summoned that square box you can see is Darn's instant fortress, which they've now taken shelter in. We've got Hakuna Matata, a bard Leonid, who's riding in a canoe around the water with a corpse that they're using as a body shield. And you've got Halathoitos, or how Ross says his fighter's name, a Minotaur who's coming late to the party. So, continuing on. Right, so Bluto's been beaten, attacked by spiders, poisoned, had a fortress appear right next to him, knocking the wind out of him and pushing him aside, and he knows you are in there. He's probably going to demand the knights to break into this fortress. He wants you all to race in, knights to race there and kick the door in, hopefully taking us out. His command is for the knights to form up on over here and try and get into the fortress. This guy who had the held action is able to then duck under the water, come through and start trying to lay the boot into the front door of the fortress. As he's held action. This knight over here, he's up. He's heard the command. Going to maneuver himself 2, 3, 4, duck, crawl under the water, 5, as his 30 movement, crawl around here and pop himself up just this side of the stream. As he gets himself ready to assist with trying to kick the door in. And we make our way back round to Rook. Rook, you're inside the instant fortress. What's your plan?
I'm going to pop over here to an arrow slit. And as a ranger, I'm actually going to shoot my bow this round. First time in this game.
You're going to give it a go, all right?
Whoa.
So stripping off naked, we've tried that.
Yeah.
We're going to try now to do rangery stuff.
Googlism with ghouls, tried that.
Mm-hmm. Quickly knock out 2 arrows. You're able to send them expediently out. What are our using sharpshooter or what are we doing here?
Sorry, using sharpshooter.
Takes
Wouldn't get this.
sneak attack.
Oh, I don't know. Do I get sneak? Is I distracted?
They're watching and trying to break in. Technically, you've got Bruno there within 5 foot of him, but there's also a wall between those two, and you're shooting through. You've got sharpshooter feet, so that's not going to be a problem for you to launch these arrows through this tiny hole and not have to be right up hard against it. I'd also say, of course, they are specifically designed kill slots. You probably could be right up against there because they're specifically designed for you to be shooting around and give you the full cover and protection, so you wouldn't get disadvantage from standing in a specifically designed spot to achieve that specific thing. But they could also swing in and hit you if you're going to stand that close. Standing back won't be a problem. You're using sharpshooter, so that takes 10 off, doesn't it?
Takes 10 off. Takes 5 off.
5 off? No worries.
That's at -3 there.
Is that what that is? How did you get -3 when you have -5?
+2. +1 will go +1.
Right. All right. 27 will hit. What damage are we looking at there for the top one?
So the top one, less sneak attack, is 10 plus, so 21 damage.
21.
Without sneak attack.
Yeah, you don't have that. And he's expecting his fire just came out of one of those holes, so he's not surprised by that. Your next attack?
16.
16 will reflect off his armor. As sharpshooter, he doesn't get any cover, but he's got armor class covering him for that. So that one will get deflected off a shield from the first one hitting him. He's quick enough to move his armor there to cover and protect himself up.
And as a bonus action, I take steady aim.
Okay, you steady aim. Focusing on your next attack. Anything else?
Nope, that's me.
All right, the water. These corpses continue floating around. And Hala, you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Light is starting to come up ahead. The knights. This guy's holding action. He's unsure of what he should do about himself. Does he stay there and attack? Does he come in and help? Been given an order. He ducks under. He crawls up and pops back up to try help knock a hole into this magical fortress he hasn't seen before. 17, they're all kicking against the door and trying to get in. Luckily, you know, and those of you playing at home know that you can't get into an instrument fortress like that. How long is it going to take them to figure such out? This guy's webbed. He's going to use his action to try get out. That is a strength.
DC 12.
He gets a 5 as he struggles, just wrapping himself up in more web, trying to get himself out. 10, the water again moves these corpses around, and hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. As you're coming up, and Hakuna, you're still pinned, but as the water's slowly starting to maneuver you out, come your next round, you should get pulled out of the water in the next round, or the next time it has a go.
Right.
Bruno, you're up.
Okay. Gonna move across to a weapon sled and do Burning Hands in this direction, which is a 15 cone.
Very nice. That'll hit the 4 of them.
How high a level can I take this? Yeah.
Is Burning Hands a good spell to crank up?
Probably not.
Alright, so what are we doing? Dex saves?
Dex save 16.
3 knights. Top of that. Now, what? That is not fair. That is not doing the thing it should be doing.
You're the world with fire.
It's going to be one of those nights. And the boss.
9 points for everyone.
Everyone cops 9 points of fire damage. While trying to kick the door in, your burst of flame catches a lot of them. As you hear the curse in a number of close reading pilots, we got -9. Everyone gets -9. You get -9. You get -9. Everyone gets -9.
And then I tell my giant spider
Yep.
to climb up the wall, over the top, and bite the knight. I assume for advantage, considering he's already webbed.
He's restrained, so you can't run around and go anywhere. The stream's going to cause the spider some problems, and the spider's going to have to try and maneuver around lest be knocked aside. So do you want to give us a athletics or acrobatics to push through the stream?
My athletics or his?
It's athletics or acrobatics, whatever, or just dex and strength, whichever one you
That'd
want.
be a dex, because that's all I've got.
That's all you got. 11. You're going to get, or then get probably swung around a bit by the stream pushing.
Yep. Do you want me to do another attack, or are you happy with that one?
That attack's fine. He's got an armor class that will... Yeah, all right.
Damage?
That'll get in. I need a con save. 12 makes the con save, so just the bite damage.
Just the bite damage. Okay.
That's how it works, isn't it? On a poison damage on a failed saving throw.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And he just made the saving throw. All right. You got anything else?
Nope. That's me done.
All right. Well, and I can see that ain't working, so he's going to maneuver himself up and try and take a shot at anyone who's going to expose themselves as he preps his heavy crossbow. This night, kicking the door in but getting flamed and torched, that isn't working for him and he's not enjoying that. He's in the crowd, going to drop down to his hands and knees and crawl out and underneath the water, half speed, so 1, 2, 3. Getting himself over there as he's fought his way around to clamber out, as to hell with that.
Attack of opportunity?
You've got a wall and things between him, like those arrow slits.
I'm thinking about a Kuna.
Hakuna's pinned against the wall at the moment. She's got worried about due to her last maneuver. Hala, though, looks like you could potentially enter the fray.
Finally.
You've been very patient. We do appreciate it. What's your plan?
I'm going to move in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They've all got their backs to you, not paying attention. You will have advantage on your attack on those two to the south because they're trying to push and kick a door in, and they're getting flamed and things like that, so they are not paying attention to you whatsoever. They are unaware you are there.
Well, I'm going to whirl in and start hacking at them with the halberd.
Yep.
So the closest one...
To the south?
To the south, yep.
No worries. Hits.
Hang on. Fighting style. I get to re-roll damage for 1s and 2s.
Good. You need that.
Yeah.
I was wondering, is that all you got? Is that all you got? Tell me what you got.
9 damage.
That's a little better. All right. I'm happy with that. Quick stab in the back as you alert other people to your presence.
Yep. And second attack on him.
Awesome. 18 just makes it through his plates, particularly now he's aware that you exist. For 8 slashing.
Yep. And going to build it up with an action surge and burn that this turn.
Taking advantage of finally getting back in the game.
Oh, Christ, yes. And stab him again.
18. All right, all those hits are getting in. It's amazing how in such a short period of time you can just like a little sewing needle. You just keep stabbing the man in the back.
11 damage.
Yep. That was minus 19. Oh, sorry. Yep. Oh, worked out for me anyway. Oh, but that's 17. We'll miss.
Well, then, not sure I can do this because I'm probably on the canoe.
Well, allow others, because, well, you've used your action, your movement to move yourself. You've then used all your actions to attack. You've only really got your bonus action, your reaction left at this stage.
Yeah, it's more the hammer horn, so I can sort of use after a melee attack, I can use the horns to push him back.
Okay, so as soon as you've exposed yourself, just like a sewing needle, you've just gone cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, and then I guess you're also going to spin the canoe in a 360 and gouge him with your horns as you swing back around and come back up.
It's more he gets pushed back.
Yep.
So...
Pushed back. And confused.
He needs to do a strength saving throw of DC 15.
10.
So he's pushed back 10 feet.
Does that knock him off prone?
It's going to knock the two of them into each other. They are going to put him in the sun because he's going to get knocked into the same square. They can't fight like that because, yes, you can put more than two people in a 5-foot square, but they can't fight like that. It would be at a disadvantage trying to swing swords around each other without hitting each other. So yes, while they are there, they can stand like that, but they can't. They have to form some other thing to fight. Have you got anything else left, Hala?
No.
All right, Hakuna.
Pretty good.
Can I free myself of the fortress wall?
You sure can. The water's going to push you anyway, so it's an easy one to free yourself. Where are you going?
I guess I can land myself on this bank over here, Bernie and all.
I didn't see you click and hold. Is that
Did it work out? Oh, there we go.
like that?
Yep.
All right, yeah. Just a quick athletics acrobatics check, as you should be able to get yourself out.
Okay. Oh my god!
You do not.
I do not.
You are stuck in the water for at least a little bit longer. You can still do something, but you're just stuck in the water. You can't get out. You've tried using your movement to try and get out, but it has failed you.
Can I cast Thunderclap still?
You sure can.
I will do it then.
Thunderclapping again. Bring the big guns.
Well, lucky you got water breathing still on, Rita.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do.
why she's having no trouble casting spells. Thunderclap again on those two knights, left and right. One. He makes a save. He does not. So it's a save or nothing spell. Yeah, no damage. So the one on the left is fine. The one on the right, he's going to take 5 points of damage. Anything else? That's you?
Yep.
Pinned by the water still, and the water's got you. Bluto, right, he's going to step out now that he's done that. So he's been shoved in. Banging on the door, he's going to yell at you, "Get out here and fight us!"
Other smell of elderberries.
This guy's seeing that the boss is enraged and doesn't really want to be here. He's going to duck under the water and crawl out. He starts getting out of here.
Less people need to burn.
Yeah, they don't like standing there getting burnt. There's something about it. As they are crawling their way out. Let's kind of find the crawling image. That'll do. These guys are still crawling. They crawl to move. They haven't gotten up yet. Where does that leave us? Back up to Rourke. Your turn.
Shoot the boss.
Steadied
Shoot the
myself.
boss.
Shoot the boss.
Righto, so is the 21 what I'm looking at? The -3 is just a reminder, or do I go after -3 off your 21?
I think I have to minus 3 off the 21.
No
Doing
way.
18 and 22.
Both will hit. What damages are we looking at there?
So I have advantage because I armed myself before this round.
You did.
So that would be 29, the first one, and then I'm going to lose sneak attack, so second one, that would be 20 for the second arrow.
Well, the first arrow shoots him square in the side of the head, and he pauses momentarily and starts to fall, but luckily your second arrow hits the dead corpse in the face, and he drops prone down to the ground with his men looking at him, thinking like, oh geez. Oh no. Boss is dead. This doesn't look good on your end of year report.
Take a deep breath after that excitement. Arm myself.
Arm yourself. All right. Waters go. Water moves. Water moves. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's move. We go third. 1, 2, 3. As you get moved around, and 1, 2, 3. And Ross, you get gets moved around as well, circling around the battlefield. Nice. This guy, right? He just saw the boss get shot. He's gonna pull out his crossbow, and he's going to do much the same. He's going to fire back through the arrow slit. And to you, since he's right up hard, he can get partial. You've got a little bit of cover because it is an arrow slit, but he's firing from there, so he's got the best advantage. He's going to pull out of it, so I'm going to give you a +2 to your armor class there, Wolf. As he fires his heavy crossbow at you. For a 6. Was not the best move, but he's an emotional man. He's caught up. He's just seen his boss die. There's a chance of promotion on the line. It's time to be a hero.
Fail.
The next guy's got tired of you throwing torchlights, and he's going to try and stab you since you're right there. You will have some cover because he can only stab through an arrow slit, so I'm going to give you +2 to your armor class. So here comes 2 attacks at you, Ben, for an 18 and for an 8.
Equal hits me, doesn't it?
Equal hits.
Yep. First hits for 8. Yep. Roger.
8 slashing damage, catching you in the along the forearm as you were trying to cast your fiery spells out of there earlier.
You're gonna so burn, buddy. Burn you.
You taunt back. That was his go. The guy who's caught and has a spider is going to use.
Luke,
Sorry, yeah?
that guy who just attacked Ben.
Yep.
I'm going to make attack of opportunity against him because my sentinel.
Awesome, love it. Throw it up there while I deal with this guy trying to escape a web.
Oh, no.
All right,
Yeah.
You miss with the attack, but this guy manages to free himself from the web. And where's my web? There it is. As he fights his way out of the web, we didn't put a web marker down, but it's going to take him some difficult terrain to get himself out. And he had to actually stand up, so he really can't go far. Just freeing himself from the web now, and that'll be the end of his turn. Water on 10 moves some more corpses around as they keep circling around. They're starting to drag along the edges as well, and so a red stream is slowly going to start building up here. Hakuna, you're going to move with your corpse. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you are almost out of the room. And Hala, 1, 2, 3, 4, as you also get dragged down the edge. We head round to Bruno. You've just been sliced on the forearm by the knight standing just outside the window.
Right. We're going to play this game, are we? We're going to play Wild Shape and bring Charmander into the fold. Oh man, now I've got to go grab him. Hang on a second. Excuse me for a minute while I just move some windows around.
I can grab him. He's all the way down there. Boom. Is that him? There we go.
Yep, that's him.
And your action, bringing him into... And as he appears, he does a fiery burst, doesn't he?
Yes, I believe he does. Where is he?
Well, I've just threw him over there. But if you want to put him where you want to, have a look at your...
Yeah, no. Right there. You cut me, I burn you.
Right, I'm going to see you. Where is he? Where'd you put him? I can't see him.
Right on top of the guy that
Right
just
on top of him. All right. I had to move so I could see him. Right. That's a fiery burst as he appears then. Is there a dex save or an ability there you can post?
Hang on a second. Just going to minimize. Nope, I want that down.
Has anyone given anyone anything recently? No, I haven't seen anyone give you guys healing potions, advantage, or anything. Hey team, remember you can spend those crit coins by giving this group some bless, healing potions, wild magics, and there's even some 20s in there as well if anyone's...
2d6, apparently it is.
2d6?
Yep.
My wife's requesting to get a special bonus. Is that a save, or do they just get hit by it?
They just get hit by it.
And what's the range on it?
Wait. DC 16 to save.
DC 16 dex save, I'm taking it?
Yep.
I mean,
Please tell me he just catches fire.
Yeah, luckily that guy wasn't too far gone, so when you land the Charmander right on top of him, so it appears just on his shoulder sort of thing, burning into him. It's catching his cloak and his hair on fire, so that's going to cause him some drama very shortly. Was there a radius on it?
10 feet? Yeah, 10 feet.
10-foot radius. Well, you're not quite going to get the left and the right one. You want to pick one of them?
Well, considering the guys are prone, I'm going to go for the left-hand side, the two guys under the water, like just crawling under the water.
All right, so for effective purposes, it's appearing in this corner right there, which is just
under the water. Yeah, there.
These two? All right, well, let's get...
No.
Is it a save also?
Yeah, one gets saved and half damage, and the other one gets full damage.
It's half damage, is it? But sometimes you just don't get the you make the save on things that are just low level, that sort of thing. I'll let you get back to me.
Each creature to the spirit other than you appears or succeed a dex saving throw for your spell. It doesn't actually say, so I say just, either gets it or doesn't.
Alright, well, I'll give him back his 4 points. Alright.
And yeah, that's my action. He's just turned up. He has an action after me.
Yep.
And where's Charmander? Actions, fiery teleport, flame seed on the guy that he just landed on.
Luckily, the ones it's not just me. The ones keep him safe. He's going to be able to dodge and avoid that burn, as his armor protects him. Unfortunately, his hairstyle does not. Does that require your bonus action? You've also got a spider out there that is still trying to hack and track down that one knight.
And he follows my verbal command, so he is going to just bite him again. Now,
well, I'm happy to go over the command. So you wouldn't give commands every round. You'd be like, just get that guy, and
just get that guy
until he's gotten that guy.
Yeah, for that.
All right, make a con save. Yep. Saves from the poison, so just takes the 6 piercing. Righto, Druid taking control of the battle space. I thought the tower was going to be a winner tonight, but we'll see how far the Druid can get us. All right.
Look at 8 left.
Yeah, let's do a little bit. We've got some spell points. We've got some spell points. All right. Since you've got your head out there yelling orders and trying to get everyone in, this knight's going to take another a heavy crossbow. You expose yourself, so he had a held action prior to that, if I remember correctly. For a 9 to attack.
Nope.
It's his action, and then I guess he's going to have to... That was his last round go. It's now his turn. So... Where is it? No, it isn't. That was just his... No, that was his held action from last round. It was still going on. It's now his turn. Crossbow. That requires it's got the loading thing, so he can only fire once a round. So I guess he's going to reload and get himself into a better position where he can shoot you for next time you expose yourself as a held action.
Okay.
This knight here, he's getting tired of this. He's going to crawl away and stand up and look around and see a spider down there attacking his mate. And he's tired of dealing with you. So he's stood up, he's taken a 15, 20, 30. He's out of range. He's going to have to double move now around to the spider to try defend his mate. So he does that. Hala, your turn.
I am going to try and get out of the canoe. And
taking the canoe with you, or are you just diving out of the thing?
Just diving out of the thing.
No worries. Give us an athletics or acrobatics check. That'll get you out. As you spring out of the water, you find a spider attacking 2 knights.
If I move to a flanking position within his movement, is that trigger attack of opportunity?
No, you haven't left. It's when you depart someone's. It used to be different other ones, and fifth is when you depart, I believe. So, yep, you're right to. And besides, when people duel anyway, they move around each other. That's you haven't left his.
I'm going to move to here and stabby the first guy who was already there in the back.
This guy to the south.
Yep.
Go for it.
So it's flanking position. So get a advantage because it's guys now attacked on both sides.
But that's 17 flicks off the armor. These guys are heavily armored.
Cool. I'll take my second attack at him then.
There are a lot of ones getting around tonight, not nearly as many 20s as I see again, but a 25 will easily score a hit. 8 slashing, is that as good as it gets?
That's as good as it gets.
That's as good as it gets. Have you got anything else left?
I'm going to do the hammering horns. I'm just more reading if it has to hit the target I was after.
You could knock him into the river and get him out of the game for a little bit.
Yep,
Another action you guys can do that I was doing when I played this, but you guys haven't, is the shove action. As a attack, and some of you have 2 attacks around, you can make a contested strength to try and push people into the water.
Well, I'm just going to go to this hammering horns bonus action. So he has to do a DC 15 strength check. Otherwise he gets pushed up to 10 feet away from you. And 10 feet happens to be the river.
And 11. As you bring your head in with a twist and a yank, you flick the knights off into the stream as he cartwheels in.
And that's me for the turn.
Oh wait, where was yours? Oh, it's a DC. It's not a... yep, no worries. Not contested, it's a DC. Yep, that's cool.
Yep.
Alright. Hakuna, you're about to leave the room if you don't do something about it.
Yeah, I'm going to just jump into the water and... I jump... Oh, actually, am I closer there? I'm going to jump out. Onto land. Yeah. Abandon Bernie.
Abandoning Bernie?
Layers, I'm going to be a blanket getting out of the boat.
A flying squirrel. A wet one. Alright, give us an athletics check. Or acrobatics, whichever way you want to do about it. It's not a high one, but say you do have to struggle to get yourself out.
Yeah.
It's just enough.
Oh.
It's
Come
very
on.
low. That's enough. Where are you going?
I'm just going to jump onto land.
Which side? You've got 2 sides.
Oh, okay.
You can change tactically what you plan on doing.
I guess fort
The
side.
guy you in a minute, you can stab.
You can move yourself back here. Is that
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
is that your plan?
Pop me there.
Well, you've got your movement. You've only moved 5 foot to get yourself out. What else do you plan on doing?
I was planning to use my heat metal one because I haven't had a chance to use that spell yet.
These guys are wearing a lot of metal.
Yay! Let's see, which one should I go with? The one that's in the river or the one that's by the spider?
Well, potentially you could hold action as the guy in the water comes streaming past, where you just lean and touch him, and he just boils in there. Or you could run around and help the spider. It's your way how you want to do this.
Like the spider and Hala's got that one there pretty much well in hand. Let's see, let's boil that knight right there. It's a range attack though.
Ranged, is it?
Yes.
So you get that guy. Alright.
I'm gonna get that one. I'm gonna get the one in the water. let's lobster boil that one.
All right, cast the spell. Let us see it.
Okie dokie.
What damage are we doing?
Let's see.
We do, yeah.
2d8.
Go tick over to the other side. I'm going to click on that. And let's see. Oh, that's at what level? Oh,
Crank it up.
yes.
Now, knowing that he's in water, so he has fire resistance. So he's going to take half damage and get a save.
Wow, it's letting me go up to all the way up to level 9.
You can't do that. You don't have spell.
I know.
That's fine. Good. Sorry, Bard. Dial it back a little bit there.
All right, then. I'm just going to make it there. Level 3.
Level 3.
Yes.
Cast away.
Let's go.
Is that it?
That's it. Boom!
Let's continue. You can keep concentrating on that. Right, so he gets a save. That's a Constitution save. 15. He shakes off your spell.
Boo!
Yeah, spells suck when they don't at least do the first thing of damage.
Yeah.
Well, it is how it works out sometimes. Alright, so Blitter is down, so it is not his go. Knight. Alright, he's going to stand up. He's going to maneuver himself around, draw his crossbow, and... Actually, he's already got his sword out, and you're just down there, Halla, so he can just run up, stand up, take a couple quick strides, and come charging in to attack you with flanking. A 15 and a 22.
22 does, 15 no.
Right, 10 slashing as he draws a slice up your back. Do you have armor or anything on?
Yeah.
No, I was looking for like hacking through, and you can feel the damage up your back.
I got chainmail on, so definitely feeling something hit.
Yeah, the impact. All right, Rook.
Okay. I'll take a step to the left. I'm going to shoot the guy that elephant.
The guy in front of you.
Oh, the guy to my direct.
This guy.
Pew.
This is the one.
Yeah, the one to my left that you highlighted.
Yep.
Yep. So the first one, need 2 to hit, and the second one, I'm guessing 10 doesn't.
No. 22 to hit. Because you took the first round. Yep, that'll hit. How much damage are we talking there?
25.
25 will drop
The
it.
knee.
As an arrow flicks out of a tiny little hole, splitting through the barrel flanks, it comes in and cuts across, hitting dropping it.
I cast arrow.
You cast arrow very good.
I take a deep breath and run.
No worries. Water. Alright. A couple of corpses keep floating around. And this guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4 down here.
Later, Bernie.
Feel the burn. Alright. Who's go? This guy's go. He's going to crossbow at you as he's wound his crossbow up and fires to these stuff. Once again, shooting at you. Roll for a 18 to hit. 3 damage, if that's how skims you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all he can do, because he's just got to reload. This guy's got tired of flame bursting out. He's going to take another sword stroke at you, Bruno. You've got +2 to your armor class as he's trying to hit through.
Yep.
The critical will get through, and the second one will miss. That critical is going to come in for 23 points of damage as he just comes in and just gets you right in the right spot.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Yes. You fall away from the arrow slit and fall to the floor, bleeding out, with a sword wound all to your front.
around doing stuff, right?
And just stay there. And does your giant spider stay there?
Yeah, until he hits 0 hit points.
No worries. That was his go. Feeling quite proud of himself. This guy is going to have to leap out. He's... Say again? Posture check. What's posture check? Fill us in there, Sven.
So, when someone redeems a posture check with their crit coin, we all have to check our posture, make sure we're sitting all nice and upright. There we go, that's more like it. Puff those chests out, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, good to go.
We're all starting to hunch and get out of screen, were we? Someone's keeping us...
melting out of the little box.
I'm looking at you, Rolk and Rita. I see what you've got bad posture. Up you get, come on. The rest of us are doing it, so are you. We've been sitting at the table for a while now. Let's see if we can knock this out as quickly as we can, as it is getting quite late now, quite later than our normal fight. But these guys are pretty damaged, and we should be able to pump through if you've all got a plan. Right, this guy is just going to leap on out, and he's going to get his crossbow ready to then fire at you guys. Moving on, the water's going to move people around. We're up to Ben. You're down. Give us death save.
Charmin. Oh, a death save? Yep. Yep. And not going to take too kindly to that. And he's going to burn that guy.
I call this technique Nova.
You're going to bury his armor and burn the hell out of him.
As he lights up, burning shoulder pieces as they start to heat up and attack. Looks good. Ooh, that's a ranged weapon attack. No worries. I'll have to check the rules on that one later if that's a disadvantage involved, just for your knowledge, but I'm happy to go with...
In that case, if you want, I can do fiery teleport instead.
Yeah.
So he teleports to here. For 2 attacks of 18 and 21.
Against a save of 16 dex save.
Yep.
2 fails.
So 7 and 4.
No worries.
And my spider continues on, charges at the next available guy. Or a bite attack of 15.
15 will miss and clink off the armor, as these guys are well armored. Alright, on to this knight. He's holding shot, waiting for you to expose yourself. You've fallen down and he's still waiting for you to expose yourself. This one is down, so we can take him off the tracker. Hala. A spider's crawling over top of you.
I am sort of going to move out from under the spider.
Smart. Very smart.
Yep. Making sure the spider does not confuse the furry one with the sword with the shiny one with the sword.
Spiders aren't good like that.
Yeah. And move into a position opposite. And again, stabby this guy in the back like he did to me.
Good. Roll your attacks with advantage.
Ooh.
And a critical. Next attack.
Sorry, I'm just more looking at the...
That was a good one. And a 25 to hit again to break it up. Well, they are good shots. We're whittling this guy down, but he's still up. You got anything else left?
I am going to do the...
Shove him in the river.
Yeah, I'll do the hammer horns again and try and chuck him in the river.
Try and cartwheel him in.
Yep. So
Righto, that's
again,
it's a strength save for him.
Yep.
DC 15, 22. He holds his ground. Anything else left? Hala?
that's it.
All right, Hakuna, come on, let's start knocking these over.
Alright. I want to cast Dissonant Whispers
Classic.
class. Yeah.
Awesome. Go
Yeah.
on.
The Night Across the River.
Awesome.
And aim at that person.
It's an intelligence save, isn't it?
Wisdom.
It is. Wisdom. All right.
Wisdom saving throw.
12. That's probably a fail.
Mm-hmm.
DC
Mine's
14.
14. Yeah.
That's 3d6 damage. Unleash.
Woohoo!
And does that give him disadvantage on these next attacks? Whispers. No, he has to move as far as his speed allows away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so he's taking what casted?
Yep.
Alright, so he's taking a fair chunk of damage there. Let's do that. So that's, was that 21? That's just about dropped him, and he's got to run as far away as he can from you as he flees from... I thought you were a blanket!
Oh yeah, I still am.
I still am. Beware of all blankets. You gonna move or do anything else?
I guess could track him down and kill him.
Anything else?
Do you have any ranged weapon, Rita?
No, I just have my spells. That's it.
Alright, this knight coming up, he's going to attack one to the north and one to the south. So one at you, Hala, and one to the spider, trying to defend his both. A 14 against you, Hala, and then a 19 on the spider. I believe a 19 hits for 14 damage.
Hang on a second. For me, yes, 19 hits the spider for... Is that?
Already done. I'm pretty good. Rolk.
So the one to my north.
No worries. Take that
I'm
shot.
gonna shoot. 24 to hit.
Yep.
29 damage.
Yep, drops him as he disappears below, away from the arrow slit.
You can attack, I suppose. I'll pivot to the guy to the south.
Yep.
21 to hit.
21 will hit.
30 damage.
You make dropping people look good. There's fire into the north, fire into the south, firing left, right, and centre as arrows go whizzing through small gaps in your fortress, able to strike whatever they
Got
need.
a curve then.
Always finding their mark. The water, I don't know if there's anyone else in it at this point, but corpses, so there you go. Not a big thing I'm going to get too fussed about. And then we're back around to the knights. Alright, first one, this guy, he's down. He's gone, so we'll get rid of him. 17 is this one here who's now fighting with a fire squirt.
Yep.
He's going to try and attack your little fire guy.
Okay.
23 to hit and a 9 to hit. 23 is going to hit on 8 slash
23.
damage.
Yep.
As he clips the tail.
8. Yep, right.
Next knight down the bottom, he's out. Take him out of the turn order. Drop him. And the waters go again for more people to get moved around, followed by Bruno. Let's have a death save.
Yep. Yep.
Not a problem.
Okay.
And now your bonus act. What are the creatures doing?
Creature's doing well. He's gonna. Charmander's gonna burn this guy with. Wait for it. So, Flame Seed has a reach.
It's a ranged attack, so ranged attacks are at disadvantage when you're right up against things. Seems a bit silly sometimes, but fifth ed's made simple rule.
So in that case, he's going to fiery teleport over here
Good.
And
Using an effect. Hit both of those guys, 10 foot.
No.
No, it's a 5 foot.
Absolutely 5. So he's just going to try and hit one for 13 points.
No worries. Dex save for 10 fails.
And then Spider's going to bite the same guy for 24 to hit.
Get it.
And he's got to do DC 11.
Oh, sorry, wrong check. It's this one. He fails it twice anyway. He gets poisoned as well, taking poison damage. Right, so minus 6. He probably ain't going to last too much longer for poison to really be the thing that stopped him. Anything else left?
No, that's it.
Righto. Well, this guy was holding shot, but then a little fiery guy just burst out in front of him. He's going to quickly, with his crossbow, with disadvantage, shoot at the floor. The little guy has just popped up. 9 to hit, missing. So he then jumps back, reloads his weapon. Hala, you'll go.
I'm going to stab at the guy in front of, straight to the south of me.
Easy. 10 will miss. Also 13, you're getting flanked, but that still misses. He's still wearing his plate. 19 or 18, that will do it for 10, which will drop the knight. We have very little amount of knights left now. What else you got? Anything else? Going to chase down another one?
I'm going to try and do a dash at the other knight. One, two. Because then I'm going to. Pun?
You're going to use your bonus action on him to flip him?
No, a different bonus action. Goring Rush. After dashing, I can use an attack with your horns as a bonus action.
Alright.
So an unarmed attack. Just gotta try and remember how to do them.
18 to hit for his armor class. And then Hakuna, you're up next. How are we going, Hala? Got it sorted?
Alright. I just haven't done an unarmed attack before. 18, I'm guessing it's D20 plus strength.
Plus, you're proficient?
I don't think I'm proficient at unarmed combat.
You're probably proficient using your horns, though, I'd say.
Yeah.
That's a natural weapon, so I'm going to say you're proficient at that.
I'm going to say I don't hit.
Yep, that was a D10.
What?
Try a roll. You can take that if you please, but that wasn't much better anyway. Akuna, what do you got? Got a fortress between you and them, so you can't see that guy directly.
No, can't I?
Doesn't mean you can't run around the room.
Yep, I'll just run to the other side then.
Ride on the back of the spider. Climb on the spider.
Can I climb on the spider?
Yeah.
No.
Go for it. I'm sure he's not expecting it, but...
Well, he said to attack tonight, where I'm blankets right now.
A blanket. A warm, cuddly blanket. Go. Ride the spider.
Alright. What do I have to cut? What would we do? Athletics?
How about an animal handling to see if you can get on without startling the hell out of it?
Animal handling.
In a way that it's expected.
I rolled poorly.
It's going to buck you and not allow you to climb up the thing, as you're not familiar with riding a spider and where you should be seated. That was just movement to get yourself there. Are you going to do anything?
Can I see that one?
Yeah, the top one you can. Not the one close to the building, but the top one that the others
Let's
are.
see.
Between
how far
spidery
am I away
legs.
from it? Oh, I'm 30. I'm 35 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I count the spider as going through it.
No, you weren't able to get up there.
No.
You got a cantrip that can...
I can only... My range is 30. Most of my attacks.
Or you can use your action as a movement again and just run around there for next round if you...
Alright then, I'll jump on this corpse. I can ride this one. There.
Fine. Roll. You've got Ben down over in the corner there, but you're doing awesome at dropping bad guys, so you really don't want to stop this run.
I was gonna heal him, but
No, I'm fine.
take another step to the left. Should have healed Ben.
That's some bad rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh well.
As you let loose 2 arrows, one catches on the on the arrow slit because you're so far back, and another one skims over but misses targets. The water moves some corpses around, and we're back round to this nighty boy. Right, well, those arrows just slip straight past him, so he knows you're in there, but he can also see the other guys teaming up on his mate. He's going to duck under, falling for 1, 2, and then diagonally across there, and then stand back up. The other half for the rest of his movements, and he's going to take a swing at Hala. I'm not going to give him advantage because he was still coming up from his last one. I'm being a bit gracious on both sides there. You don't need it. 20 to hit.
It hits.
12 slashing damages as he slashes as he stands up, and that will be him. The water moves. The turtle moves. You're down. You want to roll... give us a save, and then what are you doing with your spider? That's... You're bleeding badly now. What's your little guy doing?
Where is it? Charmander does Flame Seed against this guy.
Smart. Good use of it.
For 19 to hit. 6
Will
points.
hits.
And now my spider, sensing one of my friends wanting to mount it, rushes forward but puts its head down and then flicks Akuna up onto her back.
Awesome.
And then charges and bites that guy for 15.
15 misses, even though you're flanking. You're unable to gain the full advantage.
Yep, that's right. But Akuna is now on my great spider's back, riding it.
I like it.
I'm the keyboard.
The knights go. Right, he's got the little flame guy, and he's got the big guy there. He's going to try to push the flame guy into the water. So it's a contested strength or athletics or acrobatics.
So
7. Natural 20. The little flame guy holds his ground, bearing his chin at the big bully. That doesn't work. He's still got another. He's going to use his multi-attack, his second one, to try and push Hala into the water as he circles round slightly. Hala, make a strength, athletics, or acrobatics check. Neither of you. That's a save, not a skill check there, man. You need athletics or acrobatics, the skill, not the save. Or if you don't have athletics or acrobatics, then it's just the check. But luckily a 13 beats his 12, and you both stand your ground as he tries to shove you into the water. Hala, your go.
Oh, I'm going to sort of ignore him for a second and stab the guy to my south.
To the rear, yep. Bring it.
For 18.
18. Luckily you're flanking, yes, gets it.
For 13 damage.
Still standing.
22 to hit for...
Yeah, that'll drop him. Anything else?
then sensing that the spider's going to continuously keep moving up, I'm going to sort of move.
Circle over top of the fire guy and swing around. Cool.
Yep.
Awesome. Good position. Kuna, you're riding on top of a spider.
I take off my disguise. It was a blanket.
It's never a blanket. It was me. The whole time. Now, you can hold your action for a melee attack when the spider comes up, suspecting that's what's going to happen when that comes round, or you can do your spells or whatever you want to do. Don't get off, it's your choice. But if that spider keeps coming forward to attack, you can get your hit when you get there. If you
Oh, cool. I'll hold action. I'll have my rapier out. That's my preferred weapon.
Touché! Roll. That's hard to say.
Cast Healing Spirit on the space that Ben inhabits. Heals him for 5 hit points.
You regain consciousness, Bruno, as you lay there on the ground in a pool of your own blood, looking up at the tower.
As long as he stays there for 3 rounds, he'll get healed for another.
No worries. Anything else, Roll?
I'll calm myself.
Okay. You refocus yourself. The water. A corpse comes floating along the stream. As it's cut a hot lap around the place. We go around to the Knight's go. That guy is dead, so it's not his turn. It is the water's go again as that corpse goes floating past, bashing against the tower and then spiraling away as it spins off.
Is that Bernie?
No, that's the Knight.
Ah.
Ben, you're awake.
Okay, so I'm awake, but I'm really sore. I have a quick look around. Charmander's pretty pissed, so I'm just going to tell Charmander to climb inside his armor and distract him. He's at disadvantage to everything.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to tell the spider, charge and bite him for 15.
15 will not hit, but Rita, you get your go.
Attack!
19 will for 9 points of piercing damage.
Woo!
And we're at that point in the fight where you guys have got this and are just able to surround and pound and beat the hell out of this last knight. I believe, unless any of you wanted to do anything different.
We could interrogate him.
You definitely could if you want to
Let's interrogate him.
beat him unconscious.
There is a incentive.
I have no problem.
We'll
do have
beat him
proficiency on-
unconscious and save that for next game. As I can recognise, it is probably 40 minutes later than what we want to be.
A little bit. But good times.
We could bring him inside the tower, and we could all have a rest.
Definitely can.
Good, because I've got proficiency in intimidation.
No worries. Ben, you there, mate?
One moment. I'll be right with you on the screen. Where am I? There I am. Boom! There, and I'm back. How is
Thanks,
everyone?
Ben. How'd everyone go tonight?
Good. Good game.
Yeah. I think that actually turned out pretty well, considering that at the beginning of that combat we had one player surrounded by how many knights was it?
There's about 8 plus the leader off the top of my head.
Yeah, around about 8 knights. So all things considered, I think that's a pretty good outcome at the end of the day. So hats off to you guys, because I can guarantee you, if I was personally surrounded by 8 knights, it would not last more than 1 round.
Yeah. Well, making people act real is one of the points, but because not everything happens immediately. But yeah, we I was somewhat generous at some points, as I was trying to play them live rather than just hack and slash. Everyone can operate perfectly every round and do their thing. So,
well, that's how I like to see combats unfolding with a little bit of realism. Reminded me a little bit of Wet and Wild. You know that little lazy stream? You can get one of like a tube. You can sit on it. It can just take you around in circles. And then this one had more corpses in it than the one down on the Gold Coast, rather. So
too soon. Too soon.
Yeah, usually they only have 1 or 2 corpses in it. They keep it relatively clean down the Gold Coast.
All people have gone down with heat stroke.
Yeah. Once they get to 3 or 4, they really have to shut it down and start getting the bodies out of the filter because they start to clog it up real bad.
And stuff.
No, it was great. You guys did a wonderful job tonight. Let's all take a moment to thank our DM, Luke Archard from Big Game Small Pieces. Everybody. If you haven't already, make sure you head over to YouTube and give him a follow over there. You can also where can they find you? Facebook?
Oh, let's see. I've got Discord, I've got YouTube, and we've got a Facebook channel. I'll throw some of them up in the links for people.
Absolutely. Yeah, throw those up on the chat. Make sure you give him a follow. Make sure you give him all the love in the world because he is an awesome guy and a great DM and very experienced. You can check out all of his videos. He does class reviews, adventure reviews, race reviews. He does a whole bunch of other shenanigans. It's a lot of fun. But on that note, I do think this will be a good spot to bring the adventure to a close, at least for the time being. Will we be back next week on Monday?
I reckon so. I can't think of anything holding me back.
Alrighty, so let's book us in for next week Monday, same time, same place. If anything comes up, I will put something up on the Discord and the Facebook. In the meantime, make sure you join us for the next episode of Out of the Abyss, where I will be DMing this Friday at 8 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. And stick with us just for a little bit, guys, because we will be raiding another channel. If you have a few minutes left over, just spread that D&D love and support some other content creators. So on that note, good night, everybody. And if you want to have a quick chat, I'll be in the after party chat on my Discord channel for a couple of minutes. Good night.
Sounds good.
See you next time.
Bye.
Night.